Alright lads, so we have serious leaks. Now I know I said this in the last couple of videos or whatever, but this is gonna be a big one, alright? This is some serious information that's, it just needs to be covered. There's not much, well there is a bit of story stuff, but I don't really want to spoil that, because I know some people don't want that spoiled, and Easter eggs and stuff. There's a lot of that there, and so I don't really want to, spoil it for anyone. So before I actually get into leaks and stuff, all my socials and stuff will be in the description, and they'll be on screen as well. Yeah, boys, make sure to go over to the Twitch as well. You can ask me anything. We'll have serious bit of crack over there. But let's get straight into the video. So the first thing we're going to talk about is actually the maps. And the first one we have here is Die Maschine, which translates into the machine. Which is from all the leaks that we've seen. This is from the two images that we've seen, and it's also the map with Knocked in it. So it's going to be Knocked, and you can go outside it, and it's going to be all snowy, and there's going to be woods and stuff. Not woods a character, like I mean woodland as in trees and stuff. But who knows? Woods probably be in it too. I don't actually see much of that in this, so I mean we don't really know as much as that. But there's actually going to be two knocks as well. So we'll have a knock that. It's the big main map, you can walk around it, and the bunker and stuff. Nock's just going to be like the center point, and then everything's focused around, it's more focused around the outside of it, but Nock's actually still going to be there. And then we'll have a separate map as well, so it's just going to be the original Knocked, is what I'm hearing. So it's just going to be the original Knocked with all these new mechanics and stuff. Pretty expected, because Knock's been in pretty much every Black Ops game apart from BO4. I don't think it was in BO4 at any point. But yeah, then the next thing we have here is ZM_pink, which is the code name, which we believe is the Vietnam map. And there's actually going to be a DLC 3 for Vietnam on BO1, which actually turned out to be Shangri-La, which still makes a bit of sense because they have similar environments and stuff. But yeah, so ZM_pink, which is going to be a Vietnam map, would also make sense with this Cold War game. But we'll be seeing this on down the line as a DLC. Who knows? Could be DLC 3 again. We don't really have much clarification here. But then the next one we have is ZM_platinum, which is a Berlin map. And it's actually a Kano remake. So, well, not a remake, but similar to how Knock's gonna be, where Knock's in it, and then it's the actual map's focused around it. That's gonna be what this is about. So you could probably walk around Berlin, around the streets of Berlin and stuff. That'll be my best guess. In Kano, the way you can't actually go out the map, but you can see the buildings and the roads and the streets and stuff. Probably gonna be able to play around there. You're probably gonna be able to play actually out on them streets and stuff. But the next part I want to talk about is the perks, and we have the classic perks returning, the 2.0 versions, but you can upgrade them to 4 levels. Not sure what this means yet, but you can upgrade them to 4 levels, whatever it means. So the perks we actually have here are Stamina Up, Dead Shot, Elemental Pop, which is definitely a new one. We don't know much about it. We have Quick Revive, Jug, Speed Cola, Double Tap, and that's all we know for now. I would say they'll add in more and stuff. There'll probably be more than that on day one, like PhD. I could imagine that returning and stuff. But perks are now cans instead of bottles, which is pretty interesting as well. I can actually throw an image on screen now. Somebody made a concept art of this a couple of years ago. It actually looks pretty sick. I wouldn't really, it wouldn't really make a difference. You don't really see the bottle. You see the bottle for about 3 seconds when you actually drink it. So, if even 3 seconds. So, yeah, cans aren't really going to make a difference. But the machines look to be the same. Only you're getting cans instead. Then we have Elixirs Return as well. But I would highly, highly doubt that they're called Elixirs. And we're definitely going to be getting a different name for them. Like similar to Gobblegums and stuff. It's just the same thing. Probably most likely a different name. We don't have much word on Liquid Divinium and that sort of thing. Nebulian Plasma from BO4. We don't really have much stuff on it here. In fact, none at all that I can see. But yeah, hopefully if it does return, I would rather have it like liquid divinium, where it's one liquid divinium equals one gobblegum instead of fucking 26 Nubelian plasma for one, some shit like that. Black Ops 4 just wasn't it, to be honest. So if they could stray away from that as much as possible, we're in a good spot. And then the next point I want to talk about here is specialists. So the first specialist we have here is Healing Aura. Not really too sure about it. Not really too sure about any of these, to be honest, apart from one here. But we have Frost Blast, Ether Shroud, and Energy Mine. So Ether Shroud, I mean, we can obviously link that's going to be something to do with Ether. Same with the Energy Mine, it's obviously an explosive of some sort. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. The specialists won't be too overpowered like BO4s, where BO4 you spawn in, you can fucking pull them out anytime you want. It's going to be more catered to the BO3 version where, we don't actually know if you can build them, but they're going to you're going to be able to access them as you progress through the match. So it's going to be similar to BO3 in that way, where, you have to build them later in the match and get the parts and stuff. But we don't actually know if you have to build them. That's just what we can assume off this. But speaking of buildables, we have the shield returning. That was a no-brainer. And I heard this is similar to the Black Ops 2 shield, where it's like the door handle or whatever. I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. Not really too fussed, as long as it's a shield and you don't have to pay for it like Black Ops 4. We're in a good spot there. Another buildable here we have is called the Ether Scope. And it gives you flashbacks, like we seen in the trailer. Like we seen in the gameplay trailer not so long ago, a couple of weeks ago. So I'm not really sure what relevance it has. Maybe something to do with Easter egg. But if you look through the scope, it apparently gives you them flashbacks. In the gameplay trailer, we've seen, Black Ops 1 characters and stuff. But we'll have to see how that works out. And the last point I want to talk about here is modes. So we have the normal survival mode, which is for high rounds or just casual play. That's just like the standard game of zombies. But then we have a separate mode, which is the same as classic, which is the same as the normal survival mode, only the Easter eggs are now available. I personally would rather have it where you can choose to do the Easter egg, or you can choose not to do the Easter egg. As long as it's not like BO4 where it's, most of them up. Pretty much it's just setting up normal casual play, you have half the Easter egg done, which, it's not really great because it's sort of forcing you to do the Easter egg. And I know some people want to do the casual play rounds. Me personally, I do the Easter egg pretty much every time I play. Maybe sometimes if I end the game early, but most of the games that I go in, I don't really go for high rounds anymore. I just go, for the Easter eggs, try speedrun that shit or whatever. So yeah, that's going to be that. And I think there's a few other modes like Gauntlets returning from Black Ops 4. I'm happy that they're returning because they were a cool idea, but obviously not executed well with Black Ops 4. But we'll have to see how it goes. So that's all the major stuff we've seen. I'll be updating you guys as long as there's more content and more leaks to make videos on. But I'm sure we'll be seeing that stuff pour out in the coming weeks with the zombies reveal. Literally, I would say before September, before the end of September, we're getting something to do with zombies. There was another leak about zombies merchandise dropping on the 8th of October, and obviously that's when the beta starts. So I would assume we'd see something before that, if not on the 8th of October. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll definitely be seeing a lot more leaks. Also, just a quick word, any other content creators, don't show leaked images in your videos or on any social media platform. We're literally weeks away from the reveal. There's no point in getting your channel, your Twitter, anything like that there striked, or even taken down by Activision because of copyright. It's just not worth it. There's, and literally in the next 3 weeks we're going to be seeing stuff. We're going to be seeing massive stuff, if not 2 weeks. It could be any day now, but at most 3 weeks. It's just not worth it. So yeah, make sure to check the description out, all the socials and the Twitch, and hopefully I'll catch us on a live stream very soon. And cheers, boys. Talk to you later.